Everybody, welcome back to Toyota Duo. My name is Josh, and today we've got a Land Cruiser 1958 edition for you. This is a 2025, and we're going to be going over the features that are equipped on this vehicle. So follow Marvin to the other side, and we'll get started.
Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Marvin from Toyota Duo again. Welcome back. We're going to start our overview for the Toyota Land Cruiser 1958 right here at the front. So let's get a little bit closer right here. First of all, going to start pointing the LED road lights in this vehicle and also the fog lights. If we move a little bit to the center and a little bit lower as well, you're going to see these little dots are going to be the parking sensors. You're going to find those ones at the front and the back, and this also has automatic braking on that. We're going to move a little bit underneath of the vehicle, so it's check here. We're going to see an escape light on this vehicle, and in each side of the car, we're going to see the recovery hooks right there. I'm going to show you another one that is in the back of the vehicle as well. So let's move here to the side. Keyless entry is another feature of the vehicle, and also power folding mirrors for the car. We're going to move to the back a little bit right here, so please follow me. Toyota's bringing back the window hatch in a couple of models. The Toyota Land Cruiser is one of them. So you're going to see this feature in these vehicles as well. Parking sonars, this is pretty much the backside for that. Right here, you guys are going to see the hitch is covered. Right now, you cannot see it, but it's covered right here. Wiring harness is going to be right here at the side. And the other recovery hook is going to be right here at the right side of the vehicle. And the last thing is going to be your spare tire is going to be right here underneath. We're going to check the interior, so we're going to follow Josh and see what he can show us inside.
Everybody, welcome to the inside of the Land Cruiser 1958. So first off, you're going to notice this purple screen here. You do have an 8-inch touchscreen, and as we move up a little bit, you're going to get a HomeLink mirror, as well as up here you have touch-sensitive lights, just like that, and you do have a couple controls up here for the lights as well, and your SOS feature. Now, if we go all the way down under the 8-inch touchscreen here, we're going to have your dual automatic climate control. Actually, it's a 3-zone climate control system. So your rear is going to be here. You can see that pops up right there. Heated seats are standard, as well as the heated steering wheel on the 1958, as well as all these other modes right down here. If you go down a little bit, everything in this vehicle is now USB-C, and you've got a few of them in the vehicle. Your shifter is going to be here. You do have a manual mode. If you go all the way back, move it to the left, you can shift with this vehicle. Just to the left of that, you do have your drive mode selector, which you can twist left and right. Drive modes, you also have your ECT second, downhill assist control, and crawl. Your parking brake is fully electronic. It's going to be here, as well as your brake hold. And on 1958, you do get the center locking differential, rear locking differential. And you also have your traction control button there. Over here, it is a full-time four-wheel drive, so you get high 4 and 4 low. And then if we pop this up in the 1958, got a bit of storage underneath there. And then follow me over to the steering wheel, and I'll show you a couple more things. All right, welcome to the driver's side of the vehicle. Now, over here behind the right side, you're going to see the automatic rain sensing windshield wipers, which does come equipped on the 1958 editions, and a rear windshield wiper switch right here. Just below or ahead of that, on the steering wheel, you do have all your Toyota Safety Sense controls, such as your lane tracing assist, your adaptive cruise, as well as your mode switching. These buttons here are going to be for your radio, so you can switch between your favorites and channels. And that's your mode where you can go between AM, FM, and Sirius XM. Now, if we go behind the steering wheel, just beneath, you're going to see back here you do have a tow haul button and your power button to turn the vehicle on and off. We'll work our way over to the left side. Behind the left side of the steering wheel, you're going to notice we do have automatic headlights and fog light controls. And then you do have an 8-inch display up here, which is fully digital with a couple little fuel gauges and the temperature gauge on the left side. Now, over here on the left side of the vehicle, if you want to control that, we call it a multi-informational display. If you want to control that, you're going to use the arrow keys here, as well as the back button. You do have a phone button, so you can answer, hang up phone calls. Volume control is going to be here, as well as voice control. Now, over here between the door and the steering wheel, you do have automatic high beams. This is your parking sonar brake system, so you can turn that on or off right here. So change the brightness on the dash. To control your AC 120 volts, which I'll point out to you in just a minute, you can press this button here to activate them. And then this here will pop up in your fuel tank. The 1958s do come equipped with a trailer brake controller, which is just right underneath here. And then as you can see on the left side of the vehicle, just ahead of the mirror controls, in fact, I'll open the door so you can take a better look at it. you do have the power folding mirror controls. Mirror controls are here, so you can adjust them, lock, and window controls. And then follow us to the back seat. All right, thanks for following me to the back. One thing I'll point out here is you do have the 3-zone automatic climate control, and your controls are going to be just above here. We got auto, off, fan controls, and temperature. Just below here as well, you get a 12-volt outlet, and you get 2 USB-C ports. Now, back here as well, on both sides of the seats, in fact, in the middle, I'll show you this first, you do have cup holders and does act as an armrest. And back here, you do have tumbling seats, and that'll work on both sides as a 60-40 split. If you put it back down, you can just have it lay flat just like this. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, which we will cut to right now, and I'll show you, are the front seats. Now, up at the front seats, one thing that's worth noting is on the driver and passenger side of the seating, you're going to have manual adjustments. These are 6-way manual adjustable seats, so you're going to be able to move it forward and back. You can raise or lower it by going up and down, just like this. And then you can recline the seats with this one here. Now, that's on the driver and passenger side. And then we'll move to the trunk. All right, welcome to the back of the vehicle. I want to show you real quick that it is a manual liftgate on the 1958 edition. So to close it, you do have to come back and pull it back down, but you can just push it back up. Now, one thing to note on the right side here, the passenger side, you do have an AC 120 volt, 2400 watt outlet. It's a 3-prong outlet that you can plug in just right here. The controls for that are in between the door and the steering wheel on the driver's side. Now, another thing to point out is we noticed there was a video that came out that said this whole thing back here only supported about 60 kilograms or 132 pounds, right? That's not the case. This little section right here, this little piece has a 60 kilogram weight capacity, which is 132 pounds for us Americans. Now, the rest of it, it does have an 1,100 pound payload for the vehicle. Put that back down just like that. Now, if we take a look in here, you do have vents in the rear, which if any of you have dogs, that's one thing that I really appreciate, that you can keep the temperature cool back here for them as well. Do have USB-C charging ports on the back side. Now, if you needed to tumble the front seats, you can do it from back here. So you lift that up, push it forward, and it'll tumble. Also, you can see there is additional storage behind this, which is part of your jack. Now you can put that back down. Now, if you're looking for the rest of your jack, it's going to be on the driver's side. Just pull this forward, and it's going to be right there. Instructions for how to get to your spare tire will also be with the jack, so it makes it super easy. But that is a quick overview on the interior of the Toyota Land Cruiser 1958.
Okay guys, thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of our video. This was the overview for the Toyota Land Cruiser 1958-2025. Remember, there are a lot of videos that are going to come up about how to use the options that we were pointing out today. So remember to keep up. Don't forget to like it, subscribe, and share these videos as well. And we'll see you at the next time.